Hi, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the bye week, and we are back after a week off. The Perry's Inside Scoop with Orange head coach Dino Babers. 3 games left on the regular season schedule, 2 in a row on the road. Coach headed to Louisville for a 3rd straight year. And it's interesting here now. You come off this bye week, you've got 2 more on the. You're kind of going to be left alone here. You're a little bit more out of the public eye here, long stretch between home games late in the year, right? So it's time to be in the lab by yourself, you and the guys.
You know, it was fun. You know, we had a little bye week. We did some recruiting, did some self-evaluations on ourselves and what other people have been looking at us. And then we want to make sure that not only that we're looking at our football team, but we're looking at other prospects coming in the new year.
Yeah, often this time of year, or the bye week, we ask, did you win the bye week? It's kind of a cliche, but it seems like from your standpoint, I remember right after the last game against Boston College, you were starting to contemplate, are we really even going to practice this week? So I won't ask you, did you win it? Because it wasn't a competition in quite the same way. Do you feel like you're better off here for this rest and a refocus for the stretch run?
This is how I'll answer. The answer is yes, because we didn't lose the bye week. Okay, we had the bye week and we did not lose that week, okay? I'm not sure we won, but we didn't lose it. And we didn't bang as much as I traditionally bang during that stuff. The underbelly is not the same with the transfer portal and things like that. You're cutting down on your numbers, and you're playing, all the games have been so tight with no opportunities to play younger players that you really had to give your starting 33 a rest. Those 1.5 starters plus the half starters, you had to give them a rest.
All right, cool. So as we get to the game this week, and it's a road trip to Louisville again with the COVID fluctuating schedule here, it's 3 straight trips to Louisville's Cardinal Stadium. And in this one, and it's been well publicized this week, it is the retirement ceremony of the jersey of Lamar Jackson. And you just as soon see him retired. I know in this particular case, of course, Syracuse is always going to be on his highlight reel from his Heisman Trophy season, one of the all-time greats. And if you just have to put it into perspective, they've had plenty of players they've honored and All-Americans and names up on the stadium, but the only other number retired is Johnny Unitas.
Wow. So it's Johnny Unitas and Lamar.
Yeah.
That's not sloppy at all.
That's kind of good.
That's really good. That's really good.
Is it fair to, I think that it's common to make the connection, Lamar Jackson, okay, and here's Malik Cunningham, and it's probably not an apt comparison. I don't know if anybody's capable of being compared to what Lamar Jackson was in college, but we got to get talking about this week's game, and that's the challenge you face really in a dual threat quarterback in Malik, who's right up there. In fact, he's just ahead of, because he's played this recent week, he's just ahead of Garrett Schrader in terms of rushing touchdowns. I think it's 15-13.
Malik is probably one of the top 5 dynamic guys in the ACC. It's not even close. And Lamar is not only what he did in college. Lamar is not only the Heisman Trophy. Lamar has taken that into the NFL and done the exact same thing versus the elite of the elite. So we know how special he was. But this Malik guy is fantastic. He's an outstanding player. He's one of those guys, if you're not careful, you're coaching against him to win, but you're watching him and going, dang. Real short story. I can remember we're at UCLA and we're going against Reggie Bush. And Reggie Bush, I'm standing on the sideline and Reggie Bush is running straight to the sidelines so to run out of bounds. And I'm looking dead into his eyes. And he gets about 2 yards from the sideline and he goes, whoop! And he makes a left-hand turn, 3 guys miss him, he's dancing in the end zone. And I'm like, that dude was going out of bounds. I'm looking dead in his eyes. And that's the kind of stuff that Malik can do. And when you've got players like that, I don't know if you can contain them, but you just try to put some hurt on them a little bit, and maybe you can get them to break a play, get out of a play, because those guys are going to get there.
So what are the biggest defensive principles this week?
Contain. You have to contain them. You have to swarm. If a player is that dynamic, you need your buddies, you need your help, you need your platoon, you need your camaraderie to bring a guy down. It's a whole bunch of wolves bringing down a big old elk.
Emphasis on tackling. So, Sean Tucker is on the cusp here of the all-time rushing record at Syracuse, and he's just more than 100 yards. We know if Lamar Jackson's being honored, there's a Heisman Trophy voter in the house, but there's all kinds of reasons that it would be a nice platform for your best players, for all of your players, to shine brightly here. How did they kind of get back at it after a couple days off in the bye week? This is as big a game as there is.
I hope they're excited about the opportunity to have somebody in the family be able to go out and do something like this. When you think about what happened the year before, it was such an individualist type year to me with the COVID-19 and everything that was going on. And for us to have this opportunity for the family, the La Familia, the Ohana to have something to push for, not only to see if we can get to our 6th win, but to be able to elevate somebody in our family to some greatness is really exciting. And hopefully they take that challenge and they take it to heart.
Sure, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but this one will truly feel like, obviously Sean is a superb talent and out there, but that there's other contributions to the offensive line, the quarterback, the wide receivers blocking and that type of thing. You really do get the sense that this is a team accomplishment that's in the offing. Clearly Louisville is Tucker's not sneaking up on anybody. Clearly Louisville does what they're going to try to do to take that away. What would that maybe offer you offensively?
Well, that's going to probably put a whole bunch of people in the box, and we got to decide if we're going to block a heavy box or we're going to put the ball in the air. And I think we're probably going to do both.
All right, exciting stuff here, Coach. Looking to get back at it. Maybe a shot at bowl eligibility if you can pick off the win this weekend in Louisville. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Orange head coach Dino Babers. It is a noon kickoff as Syracuse takes on the Cardinals Saturday.